Secretariat,
Okay, admit the bidders, please.
And to those bidders online, kindly indicate your name and the company you represent in the chat box, please. Thank you. Good morning, bidders. Welcome to the bid opening for the Tuguegarao Airport Development Project. For records purposes, kindly state your name and the company you represent.
Casey Cruz po from MECCAT.
Annalyn Baksa po from Orani Construction po.
Kimberly Cerezo po from Orani din.
Ismael Gonzalez po from Orani Construction.
Okay, thank you, bidders. Sir, permission to proceed with the opening of bids, please.
So we have only 3, nobody online.
Yes, sir.
All right, okay, proceed.
The first bidder is the Orani Construction and Supply Corporation. To the representative of the bidder, the Orani Construction, is this your, please confirm if this is your submitted bid.
Confirm po.
Thank you. Permission to open, sir. On the submitted bid proposal, inside the envelope is the technical proposal, original, and the financial proposal. With tabbing, pagination, and signature on each page. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the technical component, valid field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages.
Certificate of PhilJEPS registration, platinum membership, issued to Orani Construction and Supply Corporation. Valid until March 14, 2024, submitted.
Registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC, Department of Trade and Industry or DTI for sole proprietorship, or Cooperative Development Authority or CDA for cooperatives or its equivalent document.
Submitted Security and Exchange Commission to Orani Construction. Registration May 8, 2019, submitted.
Mayors or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas.
Mayor's permit, expiration date December 31, 2023. Submitted.
Tax clearance per EO number 398, series of 2005, as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue or BIR.
Tax clearance, expiration date February 14, 2024. Submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Annex A, Form 1.
Statement of all ongoing government and private contract. Submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Annex A, Form 2.
Single largest completed contract. Signed. Completed. Submitted.
Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid and joint resolution. Annex A, Form 3.
Pickup license issue to Orani Construction and Supply Corporation. Signed. Expiration date November 21, 2024. Submitted.
Original copy if bid security, if in the form of a surety bond. Submit also certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Annex B, Form 2.
Bid securing declaration. Signed and notarized. Submitted.
Project requirements, which shall include the following. Organizational chart for the contract to be bid. Annex B, Form 3.
Organizational chart. Signed. Submitted.
List of contractors, key personnel, for example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. Annex B, Forms 4, 5A, 5B, and 5C.
List of key personnel. Submitted.
List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and/or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. Annex B, Form 6.
List of equipment. Signed. Submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement or OSS, Annex B, Form 7, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney if all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder.
Omnibus sworn statement. Signed and notarized. Submitted.
The following documents as attachment to this OSS. Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case or cases against the government, in addition to the eligibility requirements as prescribed under the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulation of RA 9184. In case of JV, all contractors must submit the certification.
A certification under oath that they have no pending case against the government. Signed and notarized. Submitted.
Legal clearance to be issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service with respect to the non-pending cases of the prospective bidders against this authority. All contractors must submit the said clearance.
Legal clearance issued to sa Orani Construction and Supply Corporation dated 21st of September 2023. Signed by Attorney Roberto Martin Benaventona. Submitted.
Bid bulletin if applicable.
Meron ba? May bid bulletin ba? Not applicable.
Certificate of Site Inspection, Annex B Form 1, duly signed by Ms. Mary Sulin A. Sagursor, Area Manager of Tuguegarao Airport, or her duly authorized representative.
Certificate of Site Inspection issued to Mr. Ismael C. Gonzalez of Orani Construction and Supply Corporation dated September 22, 2023. Signed by Ms. Sulin Sagursor, Civil Aviation Area Manager, Area 2, submitted.
The following documents as attachment to the Certificate of Site Inspection and shall form part of the bidder's technical documents. Number 1, copy of company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection. Number 2, copy of the airport or facility visitor's logbook with entry of the name and signature of the person who conducted the site inspection. And number 3, picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager or officer in charge or his duly authorized representative.
Copy of the logbook with the entry name of Ismael Gonzalez and the ID of Ismael Gonzalez. Copy of the picture including the proposed construction. Submitted.
The prospective bidders' audited financial statements, showing among others the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission.
Audited financial statement. Stamp received by the BIR dated March 24, 2023. Submitted.
The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC,
NFCC in the amount of 3,452,496,006 pesos and 16 centavos. Submitted.
if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement or JVA in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful.
Joint venture agreement not applicable.
Sir, that will be all for the technical component.
The submitted technical document of Orani Construction and Supply Corporation rated as pass. The next bidder is CAAP Construction Incorporation. To the bidder, please confirm if this is your submitted bid.
Confirm po.
Thank you. On the submitted document, there are two documents inside. The technical component and the financial component. So, with tabbing, signature and pagination on each page. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the technical component. Valid field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages.
Certificate of Field Jobs Registration, Platinum Membership, issued to MAC CAAP Construction Incorporation, valid until June 16, 2024. Submitted.
Registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC, Department of Trade and Industry or DTI for sole proprietorship, or Cooperative Development Authority or CDA for cooperatives or its equivalent document.
SEC Certificate, registration date March 3, 2003. Submitted.
Mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located, or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zones or areas.
Mayor's permit, expiration date January 18, 2024. Submitted.
Tax clearance per EO number 398, series of 2005, as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue or BIR.
Tax clearance, expiration date January 13, 2024. Submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Annex A, Form 1.
Statement of all its ongoing government and private contract. Signed. Submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Annex A, Form 2.
Statement of single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. Signed. Submitted.
Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures, and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid, and joint resolution. Annex A, Form 3.
Pickup license issued to MAC CAAP Construction. Signed. Validity until July 30, 2026. Submitted.
Original copy of bid security, if in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission, or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Annex B, Form 2.
So, bid securing declaration. Signed, notarized, submitted.
Project requirements, which shall include the following. Number 1, organizational chart for the contract to be bid, Annex B, Form 3.
Contractor organizational chart for the project. Signed, submitted.
List of contractors' key personnel, for example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. Annex B, Forms 4, 5A, 5B, and 5C.
Key personnel. Signed, submitted.
List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and/or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. Annex B, Form 6.
List of equipment. Signed, submitted.
Original duly signed Omnibus Sworn Statement or OSS Annex B Form 7, and if applicable, original notarized secretary's certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and to act to represent the bidder.
Omnibus Sworn Statement. Signed and notarized, submitted.
The following documents as attachment to the OSS: certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case or cases against the government, in addition to the eligibility requirements as prescribed under the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulation of RA 9184. In case of JV, all contractors must submit the certification.
Affidavit of no pending case against the government, signed and notarized, submitted.
Legal clearance to be issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service with respect to the non-pending cases of the prospective bidders against this authority. All contractors must submit the said clearance.
Legal clearance issued to MAC CAAP Construction, dated 15 September 2023, signed by Attorney Benaventura, submitted.
Bid bulletins if
Excuse
applicable.
me. Can you please go back to yung no pending case, yung affidavit?
Sir, that is the certification under oath.
Yeah, oo. Signed ba?
Yes, sir. Ito, sir. Tapos notarized, sir.
Ni Attorney Basilides? Yung ba yun? Yan ba yung signature niya?
Check, sir, ako nang kung meron pang iba rito na may notarized. Pareha, sir, eh.
Oo. Hindi siya sanay pumirma sa guhit, ano? Ganun ba? Ah, kasama yun.
Ah,
Hindi
kasama,
guhit.
sir.
Akala ko yun yung guhit ng for signature eh.
Ay.
Kaya akala ko blank. Okay. Sige, go ahead. Proceed.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Bid bulletin. Not applicable.
Okay. Certificate of Site Inspection, Annex B Form 1, duly signed by Ms. Mary Celine A. Sagorsor, Area Manager of Tuguegarao Airport, or her duly authorized representative.
Certificate of Site Inspection issued to Mr. J. Alan Lucero, dated September 15, 2023, signed by Ms. Sulin Sagursol, CAAM Area 2, submitted.
The following documents as attachment to the Certificate of Site Inspection and shall form part of the bidder's technical documents. Number 1, copy of company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection, copy of the airport or facility visitor's logbook with the entry of the name and signature of the person who conducted the site inspection, and number 3, picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager, officer in charge, or his duly authorized representative.
Copy of the logbook with entry name J. Alan Lucero. Here. J. Alan Lucero. And the copy of the company ID with the name of J. Alan Lucero. And pictures of the proposed construction. Submitted.
The prospective bidders audited financial statements showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission.
Audited financial statement, stamp received by BAR on May 23, 2022. Submitted.
The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, or NFCC,
NFCC amounting to 12,308,101,888 pesos and 74 centavos submitted.
if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement or JVA in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful.
Joint venture agreement not applicable.
So that would be all for the technical component.
The submitted technical proposal of MEC CAAP Construction Inc. rated as pass. Sir, permission to open the financial proposal of the bidder.
Okay, proceed.
Thank you, sir. The financial proposal of Orani Construction and Supply Corporation. So with tabbing, pagination and signature on each page. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the financial component. These are the other documentary requirements under RA 9184. Original duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, Annex C, Form 1.
Bill of quantities. Signed, submitted.
Summary of bid proposal, Annex C, Form 2.
Summary of bid proposal. Signed, submitted.
Bill of materials and cost estimates, Annex C, Form 3.
Bill of materials. Signed, submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid, Annex C, Forms 4, 5, and 6.
Summary of unit price for material. Sign. Summary unit price for labor with signature, and summary price for equipment rental with signature submitted.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, Annex C, Form 7.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule submitted.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Magkano yung ano to? Magkano yung ABC? Tingnan ko muna. Bago natin basahin. Tingnan ko muna yung ABC. Five pesos and 51 centavos. So the offer is 106,408,325 pesos and 29 centavos and is below the ABC. The next financial proposal is for ME CAAP Construction. With tabbing, signature and pagination on each page. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the financial component. These are the other documentary requirements under RA 9184. Original of duly signed bid prices and the bill of quantities, Annex C, Form 1.
Bill of quantities. Signed, submitted.
Summary of bid proposal, Annex C, Form 2.
Summary of bid proposal. Signed, submitted.
Bill of materials and cost estimates, Annex C, Form 3.
Bill of materials. Signed and submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid, Annex C, Forms 4, 5, and 6.
Summary for unit price of material. Signed. Summary unit price for labor. Signed. Summary unit price for equipment with signature. Submitted.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule, Annex C, Form 7.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule with signature. Submitted.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Financial bid form. Offer is 110,690,117 pesos and 96 centavos. It's 110,690,117 pesos and 96 centavos and with no discount applicable. And it is below the ABC. abstract. Thank you. Sir, here is the submitted and financial proposal of two bidders with Orani Construction and Supply amounting to 106,408,325.29 and MEC CAAP Construction amounting to 110,690,117 pesos and 96 centavos. And they are all below the ABC. So ang number 1 po is si Orani, ang number 2 po is si MAC CAAP. Recommendation, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
The BAC TWG recommend that the two bidders undergo bid evaluation process to determine its completeness and error or any error or omission so as to determine the single largest calculated bid for your approval, sir.
Thank you. Any motion?
Motion, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead, sir.
Motion to adopt the recommendation of the TWG for the conduct of bid evaluation for this project, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Second, Mr. Chair.
All right, move and seconded, so the motion is adopted. Thank you.
To the bidders, you may now be excused and you will be informed of the result of the bid evaluation process. Thank you. Next in the agenda, Mr. Chair, is the pre-bid conference for the project entitled Supply, Delivery, Testing, and Training of Instrument Flight Procedure Design Software, bid number 23-034-09, in the amount of 14 million pesos, an ANSO project. I'm sorry, sir.
Pre-bid conference for the project entitled Supply, Delivery, Testing, and Training of Instrument Flight Procedure Design Software. Okay. This is for the ANSO. All right.
Yes, sir. An ANSO project, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
The end user will be presenting this online, Mr. Chair.
All right. Proceed.
End user, please.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Chair, to the members of the BAC, TWG, Secretariat, and to the bidders. Welcome to the pre-bid conference of supply, delivery, testing, and training of instrument flight procedure design software.
Excuse me, Mr. Alvin.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, to those bidders who are present online for this project, kindly state your name and the company you represent in the chat box, please. Thank you. Okay, I don't think there is a bidder present, Mr. Chair. End user, you may proceed with your presentation, please.
Okay. Can you see my presentation now?
Yes, sir.
So, good morning again. This is the pre-bid conference for the supply, delivery, testing, and training of instrument flight procedure design software. So, I have highlighted the documents in red just to summarize. So, invitation to bid for supply, delivery, testing, and training of instrument flight procedure design software. So, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, through the corporate outlay for 2023, intends to apply the sum of 14 million pesos, being the EBC to payments under contract for supply, delivery, testing, and training of instrument flight procedure design software. Bids received in excess of ABC shall be automatically rejected at bid opening. The CAAP now invites bid for the above procurement project. Delivery of goods is required at least 60 calendar days upon receipt of notice to proceed. Bidders should have completed within 5 years at least 2 similar contracts, the aggregate amount of which should be equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. So, and upon agreement of the applicable fee for the bidding documents, pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in amount of 28,000 pesos inclusive of 12% VAT. So, it may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, PhilJEPS, and and at the www.caap.gov.ph. So the CAAP will hold a pre-bid conference. So this is today. So number 8, all bids must be accompanied by bid security, if any of the applicable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 14. So funding information, 2.1, the GOP through the source of funding as indicated below for 2023 in the amount of 14 million pesos. So eligible bidders, only bids of bidders found to be legally, technically, and financially capable will be evaluated. 5.2 of foreign ownership, limited to those allowed under the rules, may participate in this project. So for the procurement, where the procuring entity has determined after the conduct of market research, the imposition of either A or B will likely result to failure of bidding. The bidder should comply with the following requirements. Completed at least 2 similar contracts, the aggregate amount of which should be equivalent to at least 50% in the case of non-expendable supplies, and services of the ABC for this project, and the largest of these similar contracts must be equivalent to the least half of the percentage of the ABC as required above. So subcontracting is not allowed. So the cost of all customs, duties, and sales and other taxes already paid or payable. The cost of transportation, insurance, and other costs incidental to the delivery of the goods to their final destination. So for goods offered from abroad, unless otherwise stated in the BDS, the price of the goods shall be quoted, delivery, duty paid. Payment of the contract price shall be made in Philippine pesos. So deadline of submission of bids. The bidders shall submit on the specified date and time and either at its physical address or through online submission as indicated in paragraph 7 of the IV. So opening and preliminary examination of bids. The BAC shall open the bids in public at the time, on the date, and at the place specified in paragraph 9 of the IB. In case of bids cannot be opened at schedule due to justifiable reasons, the rescheduling requirements under Section 29 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 shall prevail. So detailed evaluation and comparison of bids. The procuring entities BAC shall immediately conduct a detailed evaluation of all bids rated passed using non-discretionary pass or fail criteria. The project shall be awarded as one project. Post-qualification within a non-extendable period of 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the BAC that it submitted the lowest calculated bid, the bidder shall submit its latest income and business tax return filed and paid through the BIR, electronic filing and payment system, and other appropriate licenses and permits required by the law and stated in the BDS. So bid data sheet 5.3. For this purpose, contracts similar to the project shall be A. Supply of software or contracts related to the development of instrument, flight procedure design works using the software to be provided to CAAP. B. Completed within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission of and receipt of bids. So these are the legal documents. Technical documents. Under 14.1, the bid security shall be in the form of bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. The amount of not less than 280,000 pesos if bid security is in cash, cashier's manager's check, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credits, or the amount of not less than 70,000 pesos if bid security is in surety bond. 15. Each and every page thereof shall be initiated initialed, signed by the duly authorized representative of the bidder. Pagination should be sequential based on the entire span of the whole documents inside the envelope. 16.1, bids must be duly received by the BAC Secretariat through manual submission. The address for submission of bids is the BAC Office, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. So under 19.2, partial bid is not allowed. 19.3, the lot includes supply and delivery of IFP design software for at least 2 users at a time, 2 laptops, workstation, initial training for the list for at least 8 ANSO personnel. So the bidder with the lowest calculated bid that complies with and is responsive to all the requirements and conditions shall submit its latest income and business tax returns filed through the electronic filing and payment system, business licenses and permits, latest audited financial statements. So scope of contract, number 3, performance security within 10 calendar days from the receipt of the notice of award by the bidder from the procuring entity, but in no case later than the signing of the contract by both parties. Inspection test. The procuring entity or its representative shall have the right to inspect and or to test the goods to confirm their conformity to the project specification and no extra cost to the procuring entity. Warranty. In order to assure that the manufacturing defect shall be corrected by the supplier, a warranty shall be required from the supplier. 5.2, the procuring entity shall promptly notify the supplier in writing of any claims arising under its warranty. Number 6, liability of the supplier. The supplier's liability under this contract shall be as provided by the laws of the Republic of the Philippines. If the supplier is a joint venture, all partners to the joint venture shall be jointly and severally liable to the procuring entity. So, special conditions of the contract, delivery documents. For purpose of this clause of procuring entity's representative at the project site is Mr. Nixon Morada. He is the section chief of the PANSOC division of the ATM Safety Inspectorate Division. So this is a turnkey project. Payment will be after issuance of the project, completion certification by the CAAP. The inspection and test that will be conducted are laptop components, camera, speakers, microphone, mouse, keyboard, hard slot, connectivity, and operating system, and all components and features of the IFP design software. Warranty for hardware and software are 3 years from acceptance. So these are the schedule for the requirements. So the laptop specifications, 2 units are also indicated in this pre-bid document. So IFP procedure design software specifications. Software is used in country or company of origin and two other countries companies design all types of IFR procedures including RNPAR, pins and XLS to RNAV. So document the complete procedure design process in real time by using the built-in quality assurance assistance that can be record the following: all entered parameters, result of the obstacle analysis, screenshot, custom commentary. Calculate and construct the minimum stabilization distance between two waypoints or fixes. So calculate and construct the crosstalk tolerance. Construct the theoretical DME. Construct the IFP surface. Construct and analyze the precision approaches like ILS basic surface, ILS OAS surface, collision risk model analysis. So these are the technical specifications of the IFP. So construct and analyze departure and missed approach, and route straight and turn in segments. Assess obstacle along the IF procedure. Construct and analyze the theoretical safeguarding area and surfaces of navigation aids, GPS and GNSS procedures. So should be compatible with Windows 11, compatible with 32 and 64-bit AutoCAD. Upgrades available for purchase after 1 year. Ability to add vertical tolerance for trees and or unknown structures into terrain. Geodetically determine bearing and distance. Determine a theoretical magnetic variation. Import navigation aids, obstacles, airspace, 2D and 3D routes, and position directly from any textual or AIXM compatible database. So these are the list of the specification required. So bidding forms. So I think that's all for for my presentation. Thank you. The end user is now ready to entertain questions.
Thank you, Mr. Brosas. Secretariat, do we have a bidder online?
CGX Aero is there. Good morning.
Yeah, good
Um,
morning.
Good morning, sir. For records purposes, kindly state your name and the company you represent, please, before you ask your question. Thank you.
My name is Manuel Rabaglia, as written on the Zoom meeting, and the company I represent is CJX IO. But so far, everything is okay for us. We have no question.
Oh, you have questions, sir? Okay. Okay, thank you. Do we have other bidders who would like to inquire on the project, on what was discussed? All right, there being none, sir, we would just like to manifest that bidders may submit their inquiries until 10 days prior to the opening of the bids. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Chair, moving on to the next agenda.